Yo, 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 yo. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Welcome to the Black Cat Panther Podcast Experience, man. It's a good one today. We got a lot of topics. You see it's going on. JC Horn is he a top 10 corner? Pro Football Focus seems to think so. We're going to tell you where he ranks at. You see the thumbnail. Brian Burns is always going to be the topic. Should we pay to not pay? Should we wait till later? If you wait till later, what's the number going to be? Also, we're going to talk about today. Shaq Thompson goes out into the media, and he was basically talking about in his ninth season, he really wanted to stay with the guys that he known best. So, with that being said, man, we got a great show lined up for you guys, man. Fellas, man, how y'all doing tonight?
Good.
Man, we are here.
We in the building.
Yes, sir. Also to add, we're going to also do a way too early NFC South prediction as well. Because the Falcons, whether y'all paying attention, I don't know if y'all seeing them, but they beefing up over there. So y'all better have y'all stuff together, have y'all ducks lying in a row, because them Falcons loading up over there.
I told you, but you didn't want to listen. Now you got fired up. I told you.
Mm-hmm. What's good, Nova?
Nova in the building.
Yeah, we got you now, Go.
Okay, you got me.
Did it? Yeah, they didn't want to listen to you when you say you better pay attention to the Falcons.
They ain't want to listen to me, man. Yo, you got the Falcon guys come on, man. And one thing, Wolf A1 Day One tell you, pay attention to your ops. Pay attention to your ops, man. Now they take your fanboy out of the shit, man. Do your due diligence and look and see what's going on around the league. I'm sitting here, I'm trying to tell you, man, your team is not gunning to go and do all this stuff that y'all want them to do. So if you got your hand on the gas or you got your foot on the gas, your hand on the trigger thinking, we getting ready to run all over this thing and do everything we going to do and this and that. Your team is not gearing up or gassing up to do all that stuff this year. They got realistic goals to be this or be that this year and build this thing the right way and be in it in 2.5, 3 years. So I told you to lower the expectation. What's that third one, Q? The prediction? What you say about the prediction? What kind of prediction is it?
The way too early predictions, bruh. You already know.
Too early. It's way too early for some of this thinking y'all got. It's too early.
Yes,
That's
sir.
all.
So first things first, let's dive into the topic, man. JC Horn, man. How y'all feeling about? First of all, one of our very own guys making the Pro Football Focus top 10 cornerbacks. How y'all feeling about that?
Well, y'all know how I feel about PFF. I mean, they pretty much stated the fucking obvious. I mean, finally got something to say about the damn Carolina Panthers. I mean, yeah, he's a top 10. I mean, and I put him higher than that, honestly. But, I mean, hey, they graciously gave him top 10 to us. Like they really pay attention. But I mean, shit. Yeah, he's got to do his thing this year. I mean, it's money on the line.
Yeah. Pop,
Yeah.
I'm with you, man. His money is on the line because we already know he's not going to be in a C.J. Henderson spot where they're not going to pick up his fifth-year option. But they can damn sure come back in 2025, 2026 and draft another cat. And like you said, kind of play with his money, maybe pick up the fifth-year option, and then they give him one more year and then play with his money, try to trade him or something like that. But y'all got to think, JC stuck his hand in there last year and Chin hits him with the helmet, you know what I'm saying? Pop his wrist or pop it, whatever, they got fractured or whatever. And then he backpedaling and step wrong, top breaks it. He wasn't like a Terrence Marshall or YGM or anything like. Came into the league with these lower extremities or these hamstring pulls or my back hurt and all type of stuff coming from college or coming from high school. So don't think he's injury prone. As long as he don't have one of those mishap years and something happens, and the dude's gonna be fine, man. Y'all done seen him work. You see his potential. You see what he does game after game when he's there. So those I'm not those injuries. I don't label like, oh man, I hope we don't get re-injured or whatever. It was nothing to re-injure. So I'm not all over there. He deserve it. You know, I just hope he's lucky enough or able to get a whole season in. And then you'll really see what he's capable of.
Let me ask you a question real quick, Go. Because you said something kind of important right there. Would Chin mess his bag up?
It's according on how they play him, Pop. You know,
you know how to put you in a hard spot right there.
It's according on how to play. Now you think about it. I kick it back to you. If he has a season like he had his rookie year where he was almost rookie of the year, what do you think?
I mean, that could mess. Ooh, yeah, it could mess his money up, especially if he don't play every game and he has a mishap again. And you know, then we go into the draft and we mess around and get a corner in the second round. It could be some issues. They better not go get no corner in the second round. They better go get an edge. I'm just saying, you just never know because we'll be in the draft with some money by then. So
yeah,
you never know what free agency will be looking like.
Yeah, next year hinges on free agency, not this year. See, everybody was talking about we pick that up in free agency. We pick that up in free agency. Now, next year hinges on free agency, y'all, because we don't have a first rounder. So next year hinges on free agency.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this.
Agency a bust next year.
I'm gonna tell you like this. We got it listed out. Can I list y'all the top 10 that they got out there right now and see how y'all feel about this? So,
yeah, go for it.
Number 1, they got Sauce Gardner with the New York Jets as the best cornerback in the entire league right now. Which that's debatable. He is at the top of the game right now. I'll give you that. Number 2, Jalen Ramsey at the Miami Dolphins. Now, I beg to differ.
Stop that right there. Stop.
I differ. Go ahead.
That's exactly where our boy should be at, number 2.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
No, I don't think he should be at number 2 because you can't put him over Darius Slay at the Eagles. Darius Slay showed on Monday Night Football last year how important he was when he went toe to toe with them boys in Minnesota, and he went toe to toe with Cincinnati boys. You remember?
Has anybody scored on Darius Slay?
I mean, of course, if you a cornerback, you're gonna get scored on.
My boy has allowed no touchdowns.
Well, he got to be in the game. He got to be in the game to do that.
No, don't take that away. Don't take it away from my boy.
He got to be in the game, bro. He got to be in the game, bro.
When he is in the game,
I love him too.
This is my guy.
I love him too, but don't set him up for that okie doke.
He shut down when he there. Everybody's strapped. Strapped. You know what I mean? You know what it is.
Look,
nobody scored.
I get you. He's a good corner, but he had to play a little bit more for me to give him that title. You know what I'm saying? Number 2? Nah.
He over Ramsey, so he number 3 then. We can't put him in number 2.
I'm telling you right now, Ramsey shouldn't be number 2 on this list. That's what I'm saying. Right. Ramsey shouldn't be in the top 10.
I agree with you on that.
I
don't know about saying top 10, man.
No, I don't think he's number 2 though.
He not better than Jair Alexander right now. He's not better.
Top 5, but he's in that top 10. Definitely top 15.
Okay, I'll give you that.
He makes the difference, man, when he's in there because they fear to run over there. It was just like if you talk about some of them other corners that like get interceptions and stuff like that. If you had a corner, right? I just put it like this, say anybody, right? And let's just say Midwest season, let's say you got 5 interceptions, something like that. 6 interceptions. They go over there. They're not testing like you see what I'm saying? Once that corner gets that cat.
Now go. I'm trying to hear what you're saying.
Me too, cause he sound like he in your part in your driveway.
Talking about in my driveway. Oh, you a funny fucker today, huh? Oh, you a funny cat.
I gotta make you laugh because you got a
That
rough
was
day
a good one,
today.
Pop. That was a good
I had to make a laugh. Boy, that boy had a hard day today, man. I gotta make a laugh as many times as I can.
Pat, you over there amening?
that was just good. That was
It worked fine for your ass though. Oh, okay. Got to be a black person now.
Yeah, but to pick up what Goat was saying, you were saying, Q?
Okay, so back to what I was saying. Number 2, they got Jalen Ramsey, which I think is a mishap, shouldn't be there. Darius Slay and Patrick Surtain should be, 2 and 3 to me. And then they got Zaire Alexander at number 5. Stephon Gilmore with the Cowboys, which we think he is pretty good. I think this is where it's interchangeable because I think JC can top Trayvon Diggs, Marshawn Lattimore, and Stephon Gilmore in that 6, 7, and 8 category. They got him at number 9 behind him, but I think he's younger. He's on the same level elitely. He has all the traits that they have, and I think he has a higher upside to these guys right here. And then number 10, they got Jamel Dean of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, I don't know because I'm not a big. I mean, I wasn't a big Stephon Gilmore when he came. I didn't want him here when we got him. I felt
What?
Like how many games he played? 6 games.
No, he missed the first 4 games, and then after that, he played every game with us.
It seemed like he was barely out there.
Oh my God!
He was on snap counts, bro. He wasn't out there
the
starting.
nigga was injured. We traded for him, and he was injured. Pop.
Bad. See, gave again some more of our shit
That
to
Baltimore
get somebody who
guy
ain't gonna be here.
Hmm?
That Humphrey guy went there?
Talking about Marlon Humphrey?
Yeah.
Not on the Pro Football Focus list. Not on the Pro Football.
We gave against picks to get somebody who's not even here no more. So that's just stupid. And then we paid him $13 million. Man, that's another person that robbed us.
That's your dumbass coach, because he was ready to come here for the long term, but your coach wouldn't let him get in. Hey, we got you back, Go. Say something for us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Now we can hear you.
So that's my spiel on Gilmore. He could have stayed where he was at. I'm cool.
Oh, okay. I like the addition that we had because.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Go.
Hey, Pop, you can never have anybody. Why you think now that was one position people didn't value corners, man, at one time? Why you think people are
I get it, Go.
corners in the first round of the draft?
Go, we got
They
robbed.
get paid so much.
No, we didn't, Go.
How you figure?
We gave up picks to get him, and he only played
So
part time of the season.
what if I tell you he fulfilled those draft picks when he was on the field for us? He fulfilled with the picks. We gave up a 5th round pick for him, just a naked 5th, and he came out and had a Pro Bowl season with us, bro.
But it looked so bad because we gave up some stuff for CJ, and then we gave up stuff for him, when we could have just went in the beginning and got Stephon, because that deal was on the table at one time. They never pulled the trigger. Before we had to go get CJ, we should have did that earlier in the year, man. We
got robbed for $13 million for 9 games.
Well, see, we started off 3-0, and them boys thought we had a chance to really make a playoff push. So they wanted to get somebody to solidify that cornerback room because JC had went down with injury.
Yeah. And then if you'd have gave him, what was he looking for? 17? If you'd have gave him the 17, would you have figured we'd have got Rob still if he'd have still been here right now?
He wasn't looking for 17. He signed in Indianapolis for 11. 11 and a half.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. And we paid we paid Dante 13?
We paid Dante 11 and a half. We paid Action Jackson the same money that Gilmore got, and Gilmore was a fucking Pro Bowl cornerback, and Dante Jackson was holding his nutsack, talking about he injured. What sense did that make?
None whatsoever. So would you
Dumb
feel we
shit.
got robbed in? If we'd have gave him the 11, would you feel we got robbed in, Pop?
I mean, if he came and had a Pro Bowl year, and we signed him to the same amount of years that we gave Dante, then I would say no. But just to get 9 games out of you and then he gone, I mean, I feel like the fans got robbed and the organization got robbed. You robbed themselves.
Well, he couldn't have played the whole year because when did he come?
He came hurt.
He came by week 6. That was week 6 we pick him up.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm tired of the Carolina Panthers workshop. We could fix you, and then they be gone.
Come on, Pop. We picked
another prime example.
After the Cowboy game, we traded for him because the Cowboys came punch us in the mouth in like week 5 because we got the first three games. Then we had like a little the Cowboys. Then we had like a bye week, and then after the bye week, we had to get him ready because we traded for him, and he started that following week. Coming out of that bye week.
That was a Marty Hurney move.
Oh God, that's what you call it.
Hurney wasn't even here then. Well,
I know.
He trying to call it a jackass move is what he tried to call it.
Stupid ass move. Why ain't you sign him for 2 years when you first got him?
Well, in a nutshell, I like the fact that we had him. He played. I think that he outplayed the 5th round pick that we gave up for him. That's just me, and I'm hard on these picks, but I really do think that Stephon Gilmore owes Carolina nothing, and I think that. You
don't owe us nothing, but I mean, like the GOAT be saying, I'm tired of giving up future picks. Yeah. You don't do that, man. We need to negotiate something else, another way. Well, he was a free agent. He was a free agent. Wasn't he a free agent?
Yeah. If you look at it though, Q, if you look at it, you might as well have took a guy. We wasn't going no damn where at that point.
Exactly.
You might as well have went ahead and elevated a practice squad, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wait a minute, Go. We were 3-1 at the time that we traded for him. 3-1. There was outlook on the season. Sam Darnold.
Exactly. We weren't going nowhere.
Well, I mean, then I can't argue that.
Well, you got to realistically look at things. The way we got punched in the mouth on the Cowboys game. Nah, what happened, Captain? You could clearly see that we wasn't ready for prime time. So I don't care the way you want to look at it. If you want to lie to yourself, that's fine.
Go. I'm just telling you, at that time, and like I said, with a 5th round pick that we gave up for him, I feel like he don't owe us anything because he came out and played out that 5th round. Think about it. In the last couple of years, and I did a show on this Sunday, the draft picks that we had in Carolina wasn't worth a fuck anyway. So I'm just saying.
But clearly, we know clearly after the 3rd round or so, sometimes we hit on 4th rounders and things like that. Now we need to reevaluate our drafting or our scouting department or something like that because you got other teams, man, that hit on 6th rounders and hit on, undrafted free agents and all kinds of shit, man. It makes me think like, who in the hell is evaluating these guys? So, because we're going to draft year in and year out and be like, damn, who was this dude? Especially the last 3 years. I say. I ain't even going back in history or nothing. Last 3 years, man, we haven't got shit out of a fifth, sixth, and seventh rounder. Nothing. Nothing.
No, you keep saying Brandon Smith and Amari Bono and all these guys are gonna be worth a fucking. I keep telling you they ain't worth a damn.
I said Mari Bono looks promising. I didn't say a motherfucking thing about a Brandon Smith. Nothing.
So how does Amari Bono look promising when you haven't even really seen anything from this cat to showcase that?
Okay, because me, like if you'd have looked at Goat Talk about 2 Mondays ago, we
I
could
was on the show.
We could put. You can go back and look at the show. You must have been out doing something or something at that time. We told y'all Amari Bono practicing with one guy called Brian Burns, who is our number one edge rusher, linebacker, who get ready
Now
to
wait a
play.
minute.
Mr.
That ain't the
Burns
Brian
and a
Burns
couple other
that.
guys practicing.
That's not the Brian Burns that everybody was saying trade last year. Wait a
The
minute
same
now.
one. The same
Oh,
one.
okay.
The
All
same
right.
one.
Just
And he
checking.
has taken this guy under his wing. This guy has bulked up. His 6'4", 6'5", 240 frame to about 250 something. So I'm gonna get and going into what? What would this be? His second year? Second year,
Yep, it's his on
right?
second year.
Going into his second year, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not just gonna give up on him. Now, Brandon Smith ain't showed me shit.
And he's got more opportunities.
And he got more exactly. YGM ain't shown me shit. Get him out the way and get this other dude some rep. Give him some run. The rest of these cats, hey, cut them, fire them, do whatever you got to do to them. Get them out the way, man, and let these other cats get some rep.
Mhm.
But you showing me, all I'm saying is this guy showing me that on the off season, he bulked up. He's working with the best on his team at his position. He's homing his craft. That he's putting in the work. I can only go by him putting in the work. Anybody putting in the work, I'm gonna give him a shot. I ain't seen shit from Brandon Smith.
See, do y'all agree with this top 10 cornerback list? As JC Horn being what, number 9?
They got him number 9. I think he should be higher. I really
Well,
do.
we say he
But
should
that.
be higher because of that's because of playing time. That's because of playing time. That's because of playing time, Carolina Panthers record, this and that, and then a little bit of politics. Go out there and win some games, he'll move up. Next time the list come out, he'll
We'll
be up there
see.
top 5.
Bucky Brooks just did a breakout list, and he got high expectations for J.C. Horn as well as Derek Brown. He has them
Mm-hmm.
listed down as two potential guys that could have monster years this year. How y'all feel about that?
I believe it. I mean,
I say
they,
Derek Brown, man. If you had to ask me, him going to outside changing his technique, I don't know. I got to see it. I haven't seen how he looked out there on the island or playing far as the defensive end type position or playing inside, if they're gonna play him zero on the nose or what. So I don't know yet. All we hear is speculation, so we don't know exactly where he playing. If he was a 4-3 again and did what he did last year, I'd be like, hell yeah. But with a new tech that he can really play, I don't know.
yeah,
Mm.
it's gonna be interesting. I mean, I've been hearing a lot about Shy Tuttle a lot recently. He seems like he's having a good OTAs. So if he's lining up beside Brown, we might have, you know what I'm saying? That might be our KK Short 2.0, but just, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, not as good, but somebody who could premiere and do his thing. I think Derrick Brown gonna have a good year. J.C. Horn, he has no choice but to have a good year, and I think how he works, he's going to have a good year. So I don't doubt him not coming with it. Like that boy loves football. You know, he live, breathe, sleep football. So I think he'll come with it. So these corners better be ready. I mean, these wide receivers better be ready. Cause he ain't gonna play with you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you know what? It's always a good thing when you can really see your guys at the top of the list of the NFL. It kind of gives you a little merit. It kind of gives you, a little bit time to stick your chest out and say, okay, that's our guy. I believe in this guy. I hope that, they are now starting to take recognition of what he could be. So it's good to see us on a national level starting to get some of our guys in these lists now. I mean, I couldn't wait for something like this, bro.
Well, we always had good guys, and we always thought they should have been there, but they probably like more local celebrities if you look at them. When you say the Panthers, and they kick in and say we small market team or we always this and that. But hell, this the NFL, man. We might not get the commercials or the national campaign type outlook like a Cowboy or a Patriot and these other teams that's been in the league since the league began. You know, we are Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hmm.
Good team, great place to be. When we get our rookies and we homegrown, just like I told y'all, these guys want to stay here. You say you're gonna do Shaq Thompson. What did Shaq Thompson say today? He wanted to stay here, right?
Hmm.
So that segues into the other topic.
Yes, sir.
Our guys want to stay here when we build a damn team through the draft, when we invested. But like Pop was saying, when we feel that we got robbed through free agency on some of these guys that come here and don't do shit because we have uh not so lackluster team at the time, and then we go get a free agent and we pay them some money, or we let a free agent the caliber of Hassan Reddick walk, or things we do as the things we do as the things we do, then we have to question what the hell are we doing? So, hey, you look at that and you say, like I said, same old Panthers, same old Panthers. I hope the same old Panthers don't. We go and we jump up to number one. Are we the same old Panthers, same old Panthers?
Oh my God, go. Listen to what this dumbass nigga Shaq Thompson said. It's just like every time I give him the benefit of the doubt, he always okay. So take a look at this right here. He said, I could have taken my chance to move away from Carolina, where he, reworked his contract. The 29-year-old veteran linebacker is getting adjusted. He was a West Coast native, but he loved to finish his career here in Charlotte. He said, as so I considered my options, the answer grew clearer. Just look at the linebacker market. Nobody was getting paid, Thompson said. So it was just weighing out, do I want to be here or do I want to be somewhere else? Do I want to be with my brothers who I went to war with, or do I want to be on a different team and meet new people? And shoot, I'm a big loyal guy, so I stayed with my brothers. Nah, nigga, you said it. There was no market for you, dumbass. You
Mm-hmm.
said it. Come on, bro. He said he looked at the linebacker market. Nobody was getting paid. Couldn't be more clear than that.
He found out just like DJ found out.
Hmm.
That's what he did. Well, if he was a Pro Bowler, what I'm saying, an All Star, uh, top 10, he wouldn't be looking for no job.
No.
Hmm.
If he could have got more
He
than
looked at it like
66 single tackles,
uh-huh.
he
He
wouldn't be
looked
looking
at
for
the
no job.
market. He not crazy. He looked at, like he said, he looked at the market. He looked at his numbers. Everybody say, if you go on some of these shows and things like that, they list him as a middle of the road, top 15, top 20. And if you say by the time you get the list, get to 15, You middle of the road. Ain't but 32 teams, bro. You know what I'm saying? You middle of the road. Middle of the road linebacker that would be like, okay, if my linebacking core is trash, I'll take Shaq Thompson. He's an upgrade. He's an upgrade from trash. Now, is he run stuffer? Is he this? Is he that? Is he that guy that's gonna get you over the top? No. Him being long in the tooth at the end of his career, what did he say? He want to stay right here. He took a pay cut. Who does that?
Mm-hmm.
Who takes a pay cut at any job, any respectable job? Nobody.
Somebody who know they ain't worth the value.
There you go. At this day and time, milk high as hell, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker want more money versus taking a pay cut. And he already know, hey, look, bro, I already milked that contract to the end. If I want to play some more ball and don't want to uproot my family, I'll take a pay cut and stay right here.
Yeah, he done robbed enough money from us already.
There you go. And there you go.
$24 million. $24 million, go.
I done got my signing bonus guaranteed money. I done this. I done that. I done ran that contract out pretty much to the last 24 million. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I know I ain't been no Pro Bowl player. I know I ain't been this and that. I take the pay cut. Y'all just let me run the extension out for the 2 years. I'm just mad that they didn't, because we picked the quarterback we had to go get a receiver. I'm mad they didn't get a linebacker. Maybe they will next year to bridge this guy when he's out the door. So I don't know, man. It's a lot of things I'm still looking like, well, why they didn't do this, why they didn't do that. Free agency is pretty much over. The draft is over. There's a couple guys. We probably going to pick up maybe 2 more pieces or something like that. I don't know if it's on waivers. I don't know if it's, if we do bring another free agent in or what. But y'all know the holes or the gaps we got to fill. So, I mean, Shaq did that because of the things we just alluded to.
Yes, sir. Well, and that's the thing, man. When it comes to Shaq Thompson, I try not to get an overdose of him. So, moving on to the next topic when it comes to Shaq Thompson, because that boy there be done make me mad, man, with the stupid shit he be saying. Clearly, we knew that was obvious. You had no market. You didn't have to come and tell us that. We knew that. So, I'm going to put this out there. Brian Burns. We visited this topic last week. The number one topic was, about how much would it take to bring and secure this guy in. Now, we had a lot of people that came in. A lot of people said you should wait to the end of the season. A lot of people came in and say you take care of him right now. You get him before he gets too expensive, because you do realize that this guy is he's in the critical point in his career where he has the Carolina Panthers by the balls right now. And saying so, you have to pay him in order to have some kind of a pass rush, because without him, your pass rush is non-existent. It is zero without him. Mr. Evero said it himself. What did he say, Go?
Mr. Burns and these other, I'm going to kind of exaggerate, these other niggas clawing and scratching. Mr. Burns and these other motherfuckers clawing and scratching. Mr. Burns and these other some bitches that I can't even call their name.
So
there you go. I'm
gonna tell you right now. If you don't want to pay Brian Burns, you are missing out on possibly your pass rush. And I know a lot of people say you don't want to pay him because he's not giving you 20 plus sacks a year. Well, that's a foolish way of looking at it. One, because this guy right here is on an island by himself on your team, and you just putting pieces around him, but you still haven't given him a running mate. So you every year you notice But you gotta look at it. Every year you notice he gets better and better in the system go. He gets better and better. He went from 7 to 9 to 12 and a half. And you would think that in this next year he could really, really, really take a stride with better talent around him to really come forth on his line. You should see his numbers go north of 15 this year. Now, people always said that Brian Burns never gave them impact player sacks. He never made impact sacks because it seemed like he was non-existent, or his sacks would come from somebody pushing the gap, and the quarterback would run right into him. But you got to look at it. When it's just him and it was just Derek Brown on this line for the past couple of years now, defenses could double team the both of them and take them out of the equation. And in spite of him being taken out of the equation, he still found ways to get out here and really push the pile and make some yards, bro. That's big for a guy of his caliber. And like I said, for his ability to come out here and get 12 plus sacks, knowing that everybody else around him is a sack of shit, is very, very, very big of him. And so I'm under the impression if you wait till at the end of the season, you're going to regret it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, his asking price is Myles Garrett money, which is $25 million a year. Myles Garrett is getting $25 million right now. If you turn around and wait to the end of the year when he goes out and get anything north of 15 plus sacks, you're going to be paying $30 million for Brian Burns probably. I hate to tell you, if you wait to the end of the season and he get 15 plus sacks, you're going to pay $30 million for this cat.
Oh yeah.
And that's the dumbest shit we could do. How you feel about it, Goat?
Yeah, I'm thinking you exactly right with that number. He ends up getting say 15 or something like that, double digits, another Pro Bowl season, 24, 25 years old. I mean, he's going to be at the top end of the spectrum. Electric type player like he is. So y'all don't think that this guy's skill set is different. You compare him to a Myles Garrett, you compare him to this guy and that guy. He's different. He's different. You compare him to Von Miller in his heyday. He was different. He's a hybrid. He's not. See what you did with these defensive end guys. Even in the 4-3, you call them edge rushers.
Mm-hmm.
Even some of these big guys that's 260 some 270 pounds got this amazing speed, and the way they able to open them hips up and get in that backfield. It's just imagine that pocket sitting there, and say you don't get that push, and it's being able to come over the top of that pocket when that quarterback is backing up or whatever. And this dude gets there, he's gives quarterback harries, or he's disruptive in that pass rush. You have to account for him when he's on the field. That type of player makes an offense have to scheme for him week in and week out. So when you're doing that and you don't have nothing else, we just said you don't have no other kind of help on this team when we were there. Other than you see how the play was when we had a Hakeem Reddick. You've seen it. You see how it worked. When you not saying pushing him, but another guy helping him, you saw the production. When Derek Brown last year started to push that pocket from the inside, you seen what he was able to do then. He just needs. But for the other time,
Goat, we lost you right there, brother. So you're right about one thing. He needs production. But the thing is I'm under the impression with the way how this guy is built, him coming in, he's going to give you all the production he needs. You need plus more. And I'm gonna be real with you. I think that we should definitely attack and sign him now before it's too late. Because like I said, we can get this guy right now on an 18, maybe $20 million per year, and just hit him with the rest with signing bonuses. For incentives, just in case he's hit another Pro Bowl or if he hit another sack total mark. Yeah, you can. He can get extra money by doing that. Um, but like I said, if he hits this 15 sack mark, T.J. Watt and the crew, like think about it. Myles Garrett had what 16 sacks last year, 16 sacks, and your boy Brian Burns, if he scratched the surface of 15 to 16 sacks, I'm willing to say that this boy, and we don't sign him in the beginning of the year. I'm willing to say that this boy is going to go north of $30 million. And I'm gonna say that he's gonna reset the entire market, and it's never gonna be seen. He's gonna be the highest paid defensive player on the edge, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So what went as a position of need, if you fuck this up, just like how Carolina Logic saying right there, we might mess around and get another Hassan Reddick situation where we don't pay him and he walk and go to another team.
And I don't think that'll happen though. I don't think that. I just to put my 2 cents. I don't think that happen. They gonna pay him. They're gonna pay this because this is the homegrown. This is the homegrown guy. They're gonna pay him. They see his value. They're gonna pay him. It's probably the things right why they ain't paid him just yet right now, and they will pay him before the end of the season or whatever.
Mm.
It's probably in contract talks and stuff right now, and they just trying to get the numbers right. I think that's what it is, because you didn't take 2 first rounders, no matter if they were future first rounders or what. You didn't take 2 first rounders for them. And then you also you double down and said him, Brown, Chin, Horn, and it was 4 or 5 guys that were your cornerstones of your team that you were pretty much rebuilding, retooling, or whatever y'all want to say they did. But they said we're going to build around these guys right here on the defense. And that's what they did. So he's in the plans going forward, him and Derrick Brown. So when you start to talk about Derrick Brown next year, same shit. They're going to pay him.
Yeah, I agree, man. So I think, and this is just me talking, you look at Bradley Chubb, you look at what he got. Not Bradley Chubb. What is it? What is his name? Is it Bradley Chubb?
Yeah, Chubb, Bradley Chubb.
Okay. Bradley Chubb got a hundred and I believe it's $118 million extension with the Miami Dolphins. And we all said that Bradley Chubb and Brian Burns was in that same class until we went back the last time and look at the numbers. And Brian Burns outsacked him by at least 10 sacks. I think it was like 10 sacks he outclassed him by. So I said, oh no.
The main thing about it, bruh, look at his availability. He's not hurt like that.
Yeah.
He's on the field. He's playing. I don't want to jinx him and anything, knock on wood, but his durability has been stellar up until this point. So you got to look at that too.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of things y'all ain't been looking at. People, oh, he's so light in the ass, he gets strung out and this and that. If I'm an offensive coordinator, OC, and I see that's all you got on your defensive line as far as your pass rush, all I got to do, like he said, he was getting frustrated that first year when Snow and Fool came in because he was getting chipped. He was pretty much trying to tell them, hey man, stump me, move me, this and that. Let's do something else. But they kept on like Snowcat. Well, I told him sometimes he's gonna get that or this and that. You know what I'm saying? If you're a defensive coordinator and you see your best player, your best edge rusher getting schemed on, you got to create pressure for some other way to get to relieve what they're doing to him or capitalize on what they're doing to him. But I mean, let's just see him in a different defensive set. Well, he's gonna get the money. So that's where I'm at with that.
No, I'm with you 1000%, Go. I mean, I'm to the point now. I just put the link in the chat for anybody who's watching. I know it's been crazy the last couple of shows with the finals and stuff going on, but to anybody who's watching that would like to come on up and talk about this Brian Burns thing, man, pull on up on your fours, man. You know, we already here. We ain't going nowhere, man. Let's talk about it, man. How do y'all feel about should we pay Brian Burns? Is the money right? Do y'all see it going north for 25 million or what? Like, are they on the road to getting this thing done, or is this something that they're gonna put to the back burner and say we take care after the season? Like, how do y'all
I
see
don't
this
think.
thing really playing out?
Yeah, I don't think it'll be after the season thing. I think that sometime within the season and right there before we go into the season, they're gonna go in. They're gonna get it straight. It's just negotiation talks right now. He wants to be here, and they're gonna get the money right, man. It's just a matter of getting the money right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I see it. Cause
Yes, sir.
if he didn't, I think they'd have took the two, or they'd have shopped him and they'd have made it clear that they were shopping and they want to go a different way with a different guy. Um, they picked up a defensive end in DJ Johnson in the draft, so you see how that's going. Like I said, I think they believe in Amari Bonner. They want to see him because I don't think we have franchise wise. We don't have we had the expectations of growing this thing, not microwaving this thing, growing this thing. So they know it's not going to be, oh, this year. If we do make, I put it like this, I kind of jump off of it. If we do go into the playoffs this year, they're not looking for a big playoff push, and it'll be because our division is what it is right now, the state of our division.
Mm-hmm.
And being as though we went here, the jump start that we should have got 2 years ago, we're doing it now. And I only see one team ahead of us, and that's the Falcons, because they started theirs last year, or if you want to say year before last, when they got rid of Matt Ryan. You know,
Mm.
if you
Well,
want to
I
look
tell you
at it
like
like
this.
that.
I tell you like this. The Panthers have a bright. They got a lot of options that they can do to try to make this team better, and that was one of them right there. Have you been hearing through the grapevine that there's another guy that could become available for the Panthers?
All I've seen was Clowney and what's the other cat's name? Um, he's another edge rusher.
Oh,
That's the
Yannick
only thing
Yannick Ngakoue.
Yeah, Agakwe. I don't know why I always
Well,
mess up his name.
well, I'm here to break a little bit of news, man. The Carolina Panthers were listed as a possible trade destination for Vikings running back Dalvin Cook. And from what they're saying, that the Panthers are interested, already got themselves in a popular and it seems to be in like negotiation status where the Panthers is really taking a look at it. Um, the plan is to pair Dalvin Cook and Sanders together to have a dynamic 1-2 punch in this league, man. You talking about a 4-time Pro Bowler would make this backfield a hell of a backfield for Bryce Young. I mean, God, dog. Imagine if you can get those two at running back. It'll be better than Kareem Hunt, an old boy up there in Cleveland with this offensive line.
Well, and I look again and I say the longevity of that. What's the longevity of that? With Bryce being a rookie, how long how long would that stay together?
Well, it'll
How
stay
long
about
would
as
that be
long
affected?
as Jonathan Stewart and D'Angelo Williams did for us. I'm sitting here looking like, okay, we've seen a dual tandem running back system, and we had it for like 4 years. 4 years is all you needed, and you saw those guys were dynamic in the time that they were together. You're right, Carolina Logic. Bring them on. Sheesh. The Panthers, like I said, and I list my source on this one just to let y'all know where I'm at with it. My source is Panthers Wire. Panthers Wire put that out there today, and basically,
make no mistake, I wanted Dalvin Cook when we drafted Christian McCaffrey. I wanted Cook. I thought we made a mistake and got Cook. Now, both of their career has been kind of tit for tat. If you really kind of look at it like that, they've had injuries. Both of them had injuries and things like that. So, I mean, I don't guess you went wrong with this one. I went right with that one. But that's what I look at.
Let's think about it.
Go ahead.
We already got Adam Thielen here. You know, all he got to do, I'm pretty sure they're on good talking terms, you know. Hey, how you feeling about Carolina right now? What do you think about this team right now, bro? Is this a move I should make? Come on, bro. I'm pretty sure they talking about it.
A lot of these guys, man, don't talk to these guys like that, man, that make their decisions. Now, if you see a lot of these guys that's buddied and you done heard them working out together and you done we make a lot of assumptions that these guys are so close and this. I mean, that could maybe play a part. Sometimes they talk to coaches and sometimes they, do this and that. But I don't know if that's the, turning decide the factor that Thielen is over here. So this guy come. I mean, I don't know. And then, like I said, I look at what would that contract be? I mean, what kind of time you think would be on that contract?
Okay, it said Carolina inked the Amanda Sanders to a relatively weighty deal this offseason with the fifth-year running back set to Ricky and fourth-year $25 million. They're trying to say that it'll be a little bit less for Dalvin Cook because from what they're looking at with Dalvin Cook. But that's another thing. We got $27 million in cap space. So if you were to sign this guy right here to maybe an $8 million a year, 3-year, $24 million deal. I mean, think about it. You already got one guy in here doing the same thing. Now, a dynamic 1-2 punch could cost you about $8 a year, and that'll drop you from 27 to about 19 million in cap space. That's realistic. I could see that happening. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If they were willing to make that trade happen, I think that would be a smart move. You paying them about $7 to $8 million, depends on how they work it with bonuses and how they working it with anything. If he make a Pro Bowl or something like that, look, the plan is to come out here and make life for Bryce Young as easy as possible, and doing so.
Life for Bryce Young too, and also it would help this defense that doesn't have an edge rush or anything like that. Cause if we're playing. If this offense is scoring points and the offense is leading the way, because we used to defense carrying us, but the offense leading the way, I mean, we got a different look Carolina Panthers. So, I mean, I'm with anything that's going to push us, over the top, because right now we don't have an edge rusher and a linebacker. So, don't look for this defense to carry us, Maybe if you make that move, is better than looking at some of these edge rushers that's out here right now. So you make this move, and the offense pushes them instead of the defense carrying. So I mean, you gotta look at what they looking at. They the ones holding the cards.
You're right about that. Look, if we able to make this happen, good God, all I can say right now is imagine an offense where you got Hayden Hurst getting wide open down the middle of the field, Dalvin Cook rotating in with Sanders, and then you got Thielen, Mango, Mr. Plastic. Look, Mr. Plastic might be a step up with this guy in the building, man. You never know. That right there, I would get it. I would really lose my shit if we actually made this happen.
Yeah,
I would. Because it'd be one time that we actually invested in this team. And like I said, I showed y'all a video yesterday. We have never invested in this team. Big time.
And we already know they run 11 personnel. They run 11 personnel. They're gonna spread it. They're gonna throw screens out there to that back, and that's what Cook and Sanders has been doing. Samuel, excuse me, have been doing, and that the years them boys have been explosive. That's what they've been doing. They're not up the middle power backs or nothing like that. They scat backs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't running between the tackles. They catching that ball or getting it in space, and they make shit happen. So if you can do that, that's what you want to do with those guys. I can see it.
So where does that take your expectations for this team? Do we get how many more wins would Dalvin Cook bring us?
I mean, that would take us to 11 win team. From
Just
9
11?
to 11, huh?
Just from 9 to 11?
9 to 11 playoffs. But once again, are you competitive with the top two now? San Francisco and the Eagles. Well, I think are the top dog.
I like to think. I like to think. I like to think we could step to San Fran with that team as is, adding Dalvin Cook up in there. Offensively, we can go toe to toe with them. Think about the weapons now. I just laid out the weapons. We got the tight end now to do it. We got the receiver, Thielen. We got Mango. And like I said, the offseason would pay dividends for Mango. And he can get that experience up under his belt of, hey, I'm a rookie. In our rookie season, I make the playoffs. I want to build up off of that. So if you were able to get a Dalvin Cook and pair him in with Sanders, and you got a 1-2 punch tandem duo like how you see up there in Cleveland with Kareem Hunt and Chubb, oh my God. You put them behind this offensive line. Mm-hmm.
I told you, like I said, me and you was talking today. When we was talking earlier, right? I told you with what they doing with this receiving core. And this is how they would have to attack this receiving core every year. Receiving core and offensive line to where this guy, Bryce Young, the way he anticipates throws and throws guys open in the offensive scheme of a Frank Reich. We even went back, you remember we talked about Andrew Luck and Nick Foles and all those guys where it stops that Frank Reich has been. You go back and look at those old offenses where he's been at and what he was doing. Hell, you can go back, you can go right now and look at Trevor Lawrence and them last year with Doug Peterson. You see what I'm saying? That's the same DNA that Frank is bringing. Same type of offense. Spread it out. Sometimes they bring it in. Things that they do. Go back and look at a Jaguars game. Go back and look at it. Not really any game when he was there because he didn't have the personnel to do it. That's why they didn't win shit. So don't look at that. You can go back and look at that Super Bowl run that when he was there and Doug was there. But when these guys have the personnel to run the offense efficiently or when it's clicking like they need to do, go look at that. That's what they're trying to do. Go look at Jim Caldwell with the Lions and Stafford. They just traditionally couldn't stop nobody on defense.
Yeah.
That's what hurt them when they got into the playoffs. They run against a powerhouse team, and the defense was lackluster. But the offense was always clicking. And look at how they did it.
Mm-hmm. Man, I'm telling you, man, I think and this is barring if we can get Dalvin Cook, potentially we'll be a top 10 offense in this league. Top 10 is what I say. Right now they got us stated somewhat in the middle of the pack right now, but you get him, that's firepower to your offense.
Firepower, instant offense, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Instant offense, man. You get a guy that can really take the top off and really can come out here opposite of Miles Sanders, power that ball up too, as well as catch out of the backfield. So I'm excited. If in the next couple of days, I wouldn't be surprised if Scott Fitterer want to be true to his word and say he'd be in on every deal. If he was in on this and he actually put a bid out there, I would be happy. Yeah. And whether he take the bid, that's a different story.
Because it's not gonna be power this and power that. Don't look for that now. Finesse like a motherfucker. Finesse like a motherfucker. Now if they did get Chuba, probably would be your power back by then. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that'd probably be your guy that will run between the tackles and do a lot of dirty work around here.
Hold on. You say Chuba?
Probably more than likely, yeah, because he ran downhill in Oklahoma.
Go. Stop that
Hold
shit.
up, but okay, let me ask you something.
Stop that shit. Go.
Are you gonna okay? Let's say Sanders is out, and let's say we had Cook and Sanders out. Is
Mm-hmm.
Chuba catching the ball?
The bitch won't be on the field.
Is he catching the ball though?
Thank you,
are we gonna run
Virginia.
power?
Thank you,
Are we gonna run
Virginia.
power?
Cam Peebles is there.
You don't even know if
Insert.
Cam people made the team yet, y'all. That's what I'm saying. You don't know if this guy's still.
You don't know if Chuba gonna be on the roster.
That's true too. But you're saying Dalvin Cook. We just saying a what if. I'm saying if you got those three right now, if you had those three, you looking at Chuba being more your power back, and those other two guys are sitting on the bench. That's all I'm saying. You haven't hit busted up for the short yard. That's all.
Chuba.
Go. You got a lot more courage, liquid courage to speak on Chuba than I
I'd
do.
rather have this nigga putting it in between his bread basket.
He
and
is not a
running
power
his
back. He's a
Listen,
scat back. Go.
them other guys he ran downhill in Oklahoma is what I'm telling you.
Go.
Do you
He's
want
a
him catching the
scat
ball?
back. I don't want him nowhere next. The goddamn team. Go.
Do you
I don't want him nowhere next.
Okay.
Go. The boy, you see him run through the tackles. He's slipping and sliding all over the goddamn floor. Come on, man. This boy can't seem to find the hole. Now, you know what they always say. He acting like he in the dark. He got to feel his way around. Yeah, like he got to feel his way around now.
I've done that
Look,
before.
here we go, Pop. Don't be a chuba. Don't be a chuba. You hit the hole with authority.
Chuba.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying right there. If he's in the game, you look for him to be the more of the power back than the other two. That's all I'm saying. If not, if you cut him or get him out the down way, then yeah, Cam Peoples make the team. I'm just saying they said they're gonna carry what 3 to 4 back. So hey, we'll see which one come out of camp then. If you make this you're gonna get Miles Samuels and Dalvin Cook if you make the Dalvin Cook trade or make the Dalvin Cook deal. What does the deal look like? Are they cutting him as he because I seen that, but I didn't really pay no attention to it because I didn't think we was even gonna be a player on that. So what are they looking for a trade?
From what I understand, I don't think he wants out, but they're trying to get value for him right now.
Okay.
I don't know what's the deal.
Damn, man. They don't want to give up no more motherfucking if it come down to giving up some draft capital, we ain't gonna do that. That ain't happening.
Why you say that? Go. What if they give up a second round or a third round?
Second round, man, what second round we got? Fuck no. Hell no. No. We ain't no. Hell
yeah, that's the only one. Go.
No, bro. Can't do it.
So you don't want to give up the second round pick this year.
No.
What I show you? What I show you yesterday? What I show you yesterday?
To the first round.
Outside of these last number one picks we had the last couple of years, name me one player that's made it outside the first round.
I don't care. I'm keeping my second round pick. I reserve the option.
Go. What second round pick we had was worth a fuck lately?
Don't matter.
Gross Matos ain't shit. Terrence Marshall ain't shit. Should I continue?
Hey, that gives them time to hit on this one here.
Oh my God.
That gives them time to hit on this one. I'm not giving up no. And we ain't got no first rounder now, bro. No. That means you don't pick to the third round. Come on, Q. No,
Go.
bro.
If you get your running back right there, that's just like drafting for him, man.
Nah, we look silly, man. We look silly picking up a Dalvin Cook who's been an injured running back.
Now he an injured running back. You just said you liked them.
He's been an injured running.
Now when you got to give up real estate, you gonna talk shit about the man.
Hold up. Now let's go back. I said I wanted to get him over McCaffrey when they came out. Then I go back and I say, but both of them have been plagued with injury. And you say, yeah, that's right. I said they had similar career. They've been plagued with injury. That's why the Vikings is coming up off of him. Why do you think the Vikings coming up off of
Go. Now, when you didn't have to give up anything for this man, you say, "Yeah, I like the idea of having
him?
him
When I
here."
didn't have to give, there you go. When I didn't have to give up anything. If it
Now,
costs a little bit of money, like we were negotiating money, yeah. But if I got to give a draft, no, I'm not giving no draft. No, not doing that, man.
go. What second round pick is gonna come out and give you better production than him?
They probably won't be one. But I'm not. But I'm talking about long term and injury. What's the best ability?
Emmanuel.
Availability.
Emmanuel.
So
You see how quick I got on Gold ass? You you see how quick that was?
no,
He just wanted them. You right. You right, Emmanuel.
nah, man.
See how I get this nigga.
When the money come into it, when the money came into it, yeah, I pay the money. But I'm not giving up draft picks. See, y'all want to y'all want to keep giving it up, giving it up, giving it up, keep giving up draft picks. See where you be at. See where you be at.
You talk about the draft
Think
pick like
about
they draws.
y'all keep giving up draft picks. Y'all keep giving away draft picks. Don't forget, you got the smallest quarterback in NFL history, but you keep giving up draft picks. Keep giving
So we
up
got
draft picks.
we just revamped this line. I got some depth. So what the problem is?
Okay, ain't no problem. Everything gonna be hunky dory. Hunky dory.
Hey man, you see you changed that real quick.
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
When you
he
start
did.
talking about the draft pick, I don't give up draft picks, cool. I don't. I don't
Explain to
give
me
up draft
why.
picks.
Explain to me why I go. Cause I'm not getting it. Explain to me.
Well, first of all, okay, you look at it. You moved up and got your quarterback of the future. Okay, that's the reason why you can pull the trigger on and pay people because you got your quarterback through the draft. Now in 3 years, let's just say draft Bryce Young is the man, right? So you paying Bryce Young in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? He will not play out that rookie quarterback because he'll overplay the rookie deal. So now you paying him in 3 years. Or if he been subpar this year or whatever, and you pay him in 4 years, you hey, he get one of them big boy contracts. Now you thought the Carolina Panthers was cheap before. Oh, you get rid of ball on a budget after you paying the quarterback, you paying your edge rusher, you paying your D tackle, you paying your corner, your shutdown corner, and you might have, and then you got your left tackle. You see what I'm saying? Do you
So
get it
so
now?
so so what are you
Do you see
trying to
how
say?
valuable? Do you see how valuable them draft picks become then?
I suppose. I suppose, cool. I suppose. All I'm saying is we haven't had players that come out and produce in the second, third round, fifth round, sixth round. Our draft picks has not produced the last couple of years. So with that being said, we ain't missing shit.
Okay. I mean, you got to look at it, man. I tell y'all over and over again, it's a business first. No more if you want to how you much you want to put the fan into it or you want to put whatever into it. It's a business first. The business first, y'all. And you have to set these contracts up where they team friendly. You have to work on rookie deals and you have to work out of the draft. You cannot get everything in free agency. And a lot of times, like I said, I asked the question, I proposed the question today when we was on the phone. Name me the last high profile free agent that we had here that we got on maybe his second contract, and he was a mega star or a ascendant star at that time, meaning he was still putting in them Pro Bowl numbers and all kinds of stuff like that. We have got big free agents, but right there at the end of their damn shit, they was either long in the tooth or trying to get their last payday.
Mm-hmm.
But these guys that we draft here and they become icons in their own right as a Carolina Panther, they want to stay here. Their loyalty to the team, the way the Carolinas is, the guys that they start businesses here, they do it, they have a loyalty to the team, they play a little harder, they want to be here. I mean, you take the Thomas Davis, that wanted to be here, take pay cuts and get hurt and come back with all his heart and soul, was the heart and soul of this team. You get them type of guys in the building coming out when you build through the draft. So keep giving up draft picks, and like I said before, and say it over and over again, man. This thing like dragon eggs, man.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they like dragon eggs, man.
Somebody said, yeah, you say keeping players. Well, you're gonna be keeping Shaqs.
Nah. I ain't saying nothing about keeping no players. I said build through the draft. Keep your draft picks. Y'all stop putting. See, y'all wanna put shit in the chat so much or whatever. You got to listen to what I'm saying. Don't give away these draft picks, man. Give away a second for Dalvin Cook. The market probably won't even allow you to give a second for Dalvin Cook. You think Dalvin Cook is worth a second, really? You?
It's not about what I think. It's more or less about what the Panthers believe that they're willing to give up to get him.
Yeah. Y'all got to realize now, next year we don't have a first now. We don't have a first. So what do we got? A second, third, fourth, fifth, all the way to 7? Or we might not even have something else. I don't know what we don't have. I don't know what we don't have right now. I know
Jenny
we don't
Hayes
have
say she give a 4 for him.
I'd have to look and see what we got. I have to look and see what I know. Scott Fitter said he holding the motherfucker close now because we don't have a first. He said that on one of his last interviews. He can't give away no more picks. That's what he said.
I'll be damned. So yeah.
Look at it. You look at it. Think about it. If you're looking at it right now, for what we got on the roster right now, how do we get back into the first round next year? Do we have anything
you got to
we can
trade
or give away to get back into the first round right now? No.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What can we afford to give away to get an additional second rounder right now? What do you think we can afford to give away and get into the second round and have 2 picks in the second round? Do we have anything on the roster that could allow that?
Burn says he want to play for Carolina. Let's see if he put his money where his mouth is. I'll be. Yeah, go.
Now, he ain't giving you no hometown discount or no shit like that. He's gonna get his money. It's just that the deal comes out. He wants to play for Carolina, but the money gonna have to be right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I agree with that. So, yeah, go. This is one of the things, man. If you add on a guy, you got to figure out the logistics of which way this thing gonna really go, Bo. Because something will go lacking, Bo. I hate to tell you, if you're trying to get a Dalvin Cook, you might have to give up one of the picks you don't want to see go. I hate to tell you that.
Well, I just don't see. Man, I know y'all kill me on this one here, man. I know y'all kill me on this right here. I don't think they committed to winning right now to that is just all important. I could see if we had everything we needed on the defense. Say we had an edge rusher off the side of Brian Burns, Shy Tuttle, and Derek Brown was in there killing in the 3-4 Panini or one of them guys you had was a problem at nose tackle. JC, Dante. You don't even know if Dante is going to stay healthy this year and be what we need him to be. I mean, and just what I mean. So I'm not trying to give up a second round pick, no matter where the position is. We don't know right now if it's going to be a high second, mid second, or what. I'm not trying to give away a second round pick, and then we still have those holes right there that we're gonna have to fill. Because you don't even know who's gonna be out there in free agency come next year. If they're gonna be worth a fuck. And you can't, once again, I done said you can't fill this shit in free agency. And I don't think they're at the point they thinking, well, this guy right here is gonna put us over the top. So we give away a second rounder. I mean, I know y'all saying, oh, that'd be a good addition to this team right now. But really, answer the question, what does that do for us in the long term? Or is that the piece that we're going to need to put us over the top? Is that the piece that we're going to need? I asked you before, the top two teams, I said San Francisco and the Eagles, right? See that? Does adding Dalvin Cook put us in the ring with them motherfuckers for the knockout?
I think adding him will take us to the level that we need to be. I think we'll be third in the NFC behind behind San Fran, ahead of the Cowboys. I'd put us ahead of the Vikings if we get him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying.
And I think we can go up against San Fran right now and compete and win.
Okay, so let's say do it like that then. Do it like that. We take this division. San Fran takes that division. You say the Eagles take that division. So there you're four. Us, San Fran, the Eagles, and then you said the Vikings, right? Okay, so there's your four division leaders. Now, who be the other two teams in the wild card?
In the NFC?
In the NFC.
I think probably Minnesota will be like a wild card.
No, Minnesota. You said Minnesota gonna win the division. So those are I just named the division.
Oh, they get a division playoff. But never mind.
Yeah, those are the division leagues, which would be San Francisco, us, Minnesota, and the Eagles. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so who will be the that would be the other two teams, and then the wild and the two teams in the wild card.
So I'm trying to, because I don't want to jump over nobody, but I'm gonna give you my honest opinion about this, and I'm gonna say in the entire NFC, I had Green Bay up there because they had Aaron Rodgers, but now that they lost him, Green Bay, Minnesota, the Giants were a good team that were a playoff team last year. I think if we get that running back, we can eclipse those three teams right there easily. And I think we'll fight with San Fran and Seattle. I think we'll still beat Seattle too.
You want to ask me? I say the Cowboys and Seattle will be the other two teams. Will be your wild card team. The Cowboys and Seattle.
But I'm just saying, realistically, in the NFC, who do you think you can beat?
Well, you said we got Hook. I mean, Cook, right? I think we could beat either one of those two teams with Seattle and the Cowboys, and we play them, and we would play them. We play both of those teams during the year in the regular season. See what I'm saying? Damn, I forgot about the Lions. You right.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Lions sitting there. Atlanta got
Well,
better.
yeah, that depends on their defense. And see, we just saying we playing devil's advocate. We saying if we take the division, so who would be the 5th and 16? And I say Seattle and the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So
And so if the Eagles and San Francisco would be division leaders and we number 3, so we playing one of the wild card teams, right?
mm-hmm.
At 3, we playing 4. What is it? 3 and 4, 5 and 6, or some shit like that. Is that how you do it? Or 3 and 5?
I'm gonna be real
Never
with
how it go down.
you. So Dallas, New York, Minnesota, Detroit, San Fran. All those teams will be in there competing and we'll be going up against. But I think we got a chance to knock off any one of those teams that's not named the Philadelphia Eagles. And I'm just being real with you.
Or San Francisco 49ers.
I'm saying if you get this running back, we'll be a strong favorite to go toe to toe with them. I think we'll be on equal footing with them. With our defense, we got an elite tight end. You got quarterback play coming in. He doesn't turn over the football. I don't care what you say about Bryce. He does not turn over the football. Now, you got 2 dual running backs that's going to be out here getting behind this line. I think we'll be more closer to a contender than you think we will. I think that your boy might put together. Scott Fitterer would have his work cut out for him doing this, but I think it would be a good thing to really consider because think about it. Are you confident? So first of all, if we go to New York and we go up against the Giants, are you confident we're going to beat the Giants?
Not with the year they had last year.
Damn.
Not with the year they had. See, the only thing I can look at right now is last year. I can't speculate this year because okay, if we got better, I'm looking at it like this, y'all, and think this is just logic and reasoning. If they were where they at last year, don't you think they're gonna keep going?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? From last year, are y'all banking on they taking a step back? You see what I'm saying? Just got to say, you just got to look at it realistically and say, okay, we got better than we were last year. Yeah, that's a fact. So
Mm-hmm.
y'all, this NFL now, nobody else stayed stagnant. Everybody made free agent moves. Everybody went into the draft. You see what I'm saying? So you can't sit there and say, oh well, we made all the moves we made and nobody else didn't do shit. If that was the fact, I say yeah. But they were what? They were one game or so out the playoffs last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you see what I'm saying? They were a perennial playoff team. And we were tied 3 ways for last place. Come on, y'all. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't do that because that's just a fanboy way of looking at shit. Now, don't do that, y'all. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You can't say that we getting ready to go up against any of those teams that was sitting there on the bubble and we was all the way out of it. Other than we had a weak ass division, we were out of it. Q.
Mm-hmm.
The team that made it, the team that did make it, that beat us, that made it out of this division, got knocked out the first round. Shouldn't even have been there. Got outclassed
Mm-hmm.
in every which way by the Cowboys when they went to their home stadium. You see what I'm saying? They had a home game and got their ass mopped up.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. Did we get better? Yes, we got better. Did they get better? I haven't kept up with them, you know what I'm saying? But I would assume they did. So just
Yes,
looking at
sir.
last year, and that's all I can look at because we ain't kicked off a ball yet for 2023. I can only say that they, they were doing it last year. Only thing they was in the division they in. And they
Mm-hmm.
got knocked, and they got, they had some heavy hitters over there.
Yeah, you're right about that. Well, I'll tell you like this, man. This has been a good one tonight, man. Look, Brian Burns, we talked about him. We talked about potentially getting in running back Dalvin Cook, what it would look like potentially with having him on the team. Does he make us better? Do we ascend? Do we descend? Do we stay the same? I love the option of talking about a guy that could potentially take our game to the next level, and that's what Dalvin Cook is, man. When you look at it.
Yeah.
Gold thinks that we shouldn't give up any draft picks for him. I say I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because we haven't had one player that's drafted other than the first round for us that has produced other than the first round. We had Ikem, we had J.C. Horn, Derek Brown, like I said, Brian Burns. We had those guys come in from the first round, but anybody else have yet to really scratch the surface of what we need them to do. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. So I'm here for it. Pop, what's up?
Chilling, man. You know, I'm just listening to y'all converse. Uh, I'm not willing to give up anything for Dalvin Cook.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm not willing.
Y'all hurt
I
my
mean,
feelings.
I rather just stick to the guys we
Stick to
got
the
back
plan.
there.
Yeah, stick to
Yeah.
the plan. Stick to the pro. If you took anything from the guy who was here last year, he said stick to the process.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm over
The nigga said
the
stick to the
Carolina
process.
Panther workshop. I'm over it, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody else's trash. I
No.
want our own shit, homegrown, right here, right now. Our team. I don't want nobody else's leftovers. I'm sorry. I mean, we've been doing
But
that.
Pop, he a full-time
I'm
Pro Bowler.
cool.
Yeah. Q,
Stay
this
right
is
there.
like I said,
Can't
one of
take
the
it away
shit.
from you. Proud of you, Cook. Keep cooking. I just don't want your cooking here.
Ah,
I don't want your
you,
cooking
If he
here.
was at
you don't want no
last
gumbo?
year, if
I'm
he was
good.
at last
I don't
year,
think Minnesota known for gumbo. I'm good.
yeah.
What they known for? Fried chicken?
Last ingredient. I don't need no other
Uh,
no fast food.
I know
If
Cincinnati's
anybody
known for chili. Minnesota's what? Green Bay is cheese. Minnesota, man, who knows? Probably
I
sausages or
Potato.
something.
Never know what them niggas.
Yeah,
Look like some
probably
potato eating motherfuckers.
yeah. Who knows?
but,
Sourdough bread. Who knows? I mean, we're good.
So Pop, what's your opinion on some of the stuff we cover?
I mean, I was agreeing with most of everything y'all was saying. To be honest with you, I mean, some things are just obvious. You know, you got to sign Derek Brown, whether people like it or not. They need to get it done as soon as possible before the season starts. We all agree that J.C. Horn's he's got to perform, but we think he will. Um, Jeremy Chin, we feel like he's gonna have a good ass year this year. I think he's had a zen moment from what I've seen him report. I think it seemed like some things were out of place in his life. Got it together, and I think we all right, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to give up no more collateral, bro. I think we only got 6 picks next year, which also means without having a first. I think we just need to stay where we at and just keep building. You know what I'm saying? So around year 3, we off and running. You know, we don't have to rush this movie. You know what I'm saying? This is a trilogy. You know what I'm saying? It's got a lot of episodes to go through. We're gonna binge watch this.
yeah.
Just like y'all should binge like that button.
I hear
Tear that
you.
motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? Hit that motherfucker. Put out like we told you. I don't care if you use your toe, your nose. Just hit it. Let it go. Take it out on that motherfucker. Come on. Show some
I hear
love.
you,
It's
Pop.
Monday, y'all. It's Monday. It's Monday.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's a Monday. It's a marvelous Monday, man. And like I said, I think I covered everything that I could, man. Unless y'all boys got something else.
Yeah, they're Panthers they're weird about releasing stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're very hush hush. I think they're really locked in right now. I don't see any big news coming out, so this might be a little slower pace when it comes to what's going on, what's happening. Uh, but we still got some interesting things coming in. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry. We are fully loaded over here. We are no cap zone, and you know what I mean. Hey, you know what I'm saying. We appreciate y'all pulling up, man. The family, the BCP family, man. What would we do without y'all?
Yeah, we know
Yes,
it's
sir.
what the game on tonight?
Nah, I
No,
don't think
last
they play
night.
till tomorrow. Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
which I don't know
man. But
what the Denver
lately,
Nuggets did. Good God.
lately it's been pretty dry across the board for the Panthers, man. I've been noticing everybody seems to be down, man. So hopefully we can get the interest up. Y'all got to understand, man. We a month and a half away from how many days is it, Pop?
Oh no, so you got hold on, July 13th through the 15th is mandatory OTAs. So you're gonna be real light right now as far as what's going on. These boys still practicing, but I mean you literally got like 90 days, man. Not like really like 90 days before things kick off. Y'all babies be going to school before y'all know it. Some y'all
Yeah.
done flew through summer. Where did the summer go? You know what I mean? All that. You done scuffed up all your Air Force Ones. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's about to be on and popping.
Yeah.
Chicken wings
Well.
and beer gonna be flowing everywhere.
Yeah. I need y'all to come right here to Black Cat Panther podcast and make sure that you do nothing else but spend your time here during the season. I
That's gonna be
promise you,
lit.
we'll take good care of you.
Yeah, yes sir, yes sir.
So make sure y'all catch it in the morning. Goat Talk will be airing 12:30 p.m. Look, those Tuesdays be so lit. We usually have some of our Falcon brethren usually pull up on us. So it's gonna be very, very, very lit to catch the topic for tomorrow. I can't wait. So look, man, let me get a final word from both of you fellas.
All right, hey man, make sure y'all pack something real good tomorrow. So when we have this lunch calling, y'all be prepared to sit down. You know, so turn your phone off so your boss don't be calling you during your lunch. And man, y'all hit us up, man, and join us on the Goat Talk tomorrow. And keep pounding as always.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, going over there to Mud Ink Outlaw TV, man. Let's say we might put out some stuff this week, maybe a short, something like that. I ain't gonna tell you when I predict the day it's gonna drop. Something happened, man. We had a little technical difficulty last night, but we'll get you right. We're gonna get you right. We're gonna get you right, y'all. Don't worry. But going over there to Mud Ink Outlaw TV, man. Y'all go ahead and subscribe, run it up.
And shout out to Dom 34, man. We appreciate you. He say he on his way to Myrtle Beach. Man, I hope you have a blast out there this weekend. Enjoy yourself, man.
Yeah,
Look,
Dom.
turn all the way up. Make sure you do it for all of us.
Yeah,
And
send
we
pictures to
pray
the
safe
Discord.
travels. Yes,
Send the pictures
sir.
to the Discord. I ain't gonna be able to get to the beach, man. Send some pictures, man. No toe pics though. No toe pics.
Yeah, boy.
Uh,
Hey, that Myrtle Beach, SC.
yes, sir. So, go over there and tear up the beach for all your boys over here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, shout out to Dom 34, man. We appreciate you. And to everybody out there, man, y'all have yourself a marvelous night.
No doubt.